Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of our Glory Hunter series. We are moving into October. We have a double header against Real Madrid and Barcelona this month. We've started the month already with one game. We'll show you the goals from that game in just a second. We'll then bring you the game against Real Madrid. We'll take a little break and we'll come back with the game against Barcelona. So let's jump into it first of all. So as you can see, the one game we've played already this month, following an international break, was against Granada. Granada were sitting 19th in the league at the time. As you'll see there, we've sent them home with a 7-0 defeat, which is very, very pleasing. We did rotate the squad a little bit, just to keep players, or certainly our first team players, fresh for the game against Madrid coming up. As we see here, Alvarez finds Samu, his pass back to Bayetic, playing that more central midfield role. Has a strike from distance. Alvarez scores a penalty then in the 37, right up bang on the 37 minutes. Farina then, towards the end of the first half, finds a pass to Samu. His long distance strike finds its way into the bottom corner. In the second half then, a little over 10 minutes of play, we see Farina makes a breakdown. The left hand side finds a pass into Piccoli, and the ball goes in the net for 4-0. Oviedo then whips in a corner, finds Piccoli at the back post, and his header goes pretty much unchallenged to make it 5-0. Bayetic then combines with Conor Gallagher. His strike from the edge of the box is into the bottom corner for 6-0. And finally, in the 90 plus first minute, we see Oviedo breaking down the line as his cross is turned into his own net by I think it's a Koski, Koski, for 7-0. So very, very pleasing result. We've performed very, very well there, which I'm obviously very pleased with. That result actually did put us top of the league, because before 2 days before we played, whilst Real Madrid did beat Rayo Vallecano, Sevilla beat Barcelona 3-0, which is a little bit of a surprise result, putting both Madrid and Barcelona on 21 points. With us beating Granada, it has put us on 22 points. So we are currently sitting top of the league. We are undefeated in our first 8 games so far. Barcelona are playing Alaves today, which will be a tough enough game. Alaves are sitting in 7th place currently. We are about to take on Real Madrid. So we're just gonna get straight into it. So let's do opposition instructions. We do have Nga injured. He got injured on international duty. He will be out for another 2 weeks. So we're going to make a couple little changes here. We're going to bring Sami back in for this defensive midfield role and put Bayetic in the more central midfield role. And we'll bring Conor Gallagher back in for his Mezzala role. He's just back from an injury. Jesko also picked up an injury on international duty. He is okay. We're going to bring him out anyway, just to give him a little rest. And Piccoli scored 2 goals in the last game. We're going to bring Julian Alvarez over to the right wing and bring Oviedo in on the left wing. At the back, Demiral. I mean, I should bring Demiral in, really, shouldn't I? We'll bring him in for Gilardici. We'll keep Amaria in at left back. Geyer. Let's bring Palma in the centre back. We'll keep Molina in at right back. Kuryakov, of course, in goal. And that, I think, is about as strong a first team lineup as we can put out at the moment. So let's get the game underway. I would like to, it's the Madrid derby, of course. I would like to win it. A little part of me is still very aware that it's Real Madrid, of course. Militao, Lacroix at the back, Mickey van de Ven, which I'm a little bit surprised at. Actually, I didn't realize he was at Madrid. Calvin at left back to Curry, check to Curry, Bellingham, captain Jude Bellingham, Valverde in midfield, Mbappe, Verlinden, and Vinicius Jr. up front. Verlinden is a player that I was hoping to sign. He is a young wonder kid, but he was costing too much money, and I just couldn't bring myself to part with the kind of money that I think Anderlecht. I think he came from Anderlecht or Genk, or Ghent maybe. I just couldn't pay the money that they were asking for. I just didn't want to do it. But here he is, starting now for Real Madrid against us. So hopefully we have a good game. It would be nice to, we're at the Santiago Bernabeu as well. It would be nice to win on their turf. I'm not really expecting a win, I have to say. Barcelona are drawn 0-0 with Alves. 26, 27 minutes gone, and there's been literally no highlights. There's really nothing to look forward to here. Our two wide men, Alvarez and Oved, aren't playing great. Playing off a 6.5, 6.4 now for Oved. Barcelona have gone 3-0 up against Alaves. Kobe Menu scoring for them. 0-0, half time. No, literally no highlights. Happy with the performance so far. Keep it up. How long can we go before we get a highlight? I don't know what. For me personally, I don't. 48 minutes. I was gonna say I don't know what my personal record is of playing a game with no highlights, but we're gonna hold it up now at 48 minutes as Coupe plays a nice ball into Gallagher. It's gone wide right to Molina. He's having a go. Well, Molina has opened the score in the 49th minute. Very, very pleasing. It's a good finish in the space. I think that Camavinga has tried to make some kind of flying block and has completely missed. Alvarez is struggling for fitness. Playing a great game either. We'll bring in Dominic on the right wing. As Lacroix finds Camavinga, plays the ball to Vinny Jr., finds Mbappe. Of course, he's got the pace, but he's put it wide. It's off the post, okay. Or the keeper has saved it. I'm not sure which. Doesn't matter. The corner comes to nothing. Corner from the other side now. Mbappe to take. Finds Lacroix. He's headed it wide. That's fine. That's okay. Samu struggling with fitness. We're 65 minutes in. We do need to make some changes here, as a number of players are struggling a little bit. We'll bring in Jose Manuel, I think, for Conor Gallagher. Adrian Pino in for Bajetic, who's having a good game. Samu also struggling. And those guys are really defensive midfielders. Gayer can play in there, and Palma can play in there, and we can't. Demirel, no. We'll bring Gayer in for defensive midfield, because everybody else really are they're attacking players. And Oved, I really should bring Oved out as well. There are 20 minutes left to go. Albrecht, right side. He's not even. Inu Farina, not really. I might have to put Sesko in left wing. Not really an ideal scenario. I'm going to put Sesko in left wing. Because I don't have any other players who are capable of playing that position. Sesko is my best option. But we're doing well here. We have a corner now. Molina to take from the left. It's cleared by Tomiyasu. Picked up by Pinheiro. There's Palma. There's a nice pass into Molina. He's going to have a go. It's not a bad effort from the fullback, but it's gone over the bar. This guy now looks for Manuel. Finds Pinheiro. And Amaria making her run. Back to Pinheiro, loses a little bit too easily there to Enzo. Sesko's having a go from distance. It's not a bad effort, but it's gone over the bar. Gregor Kobel in goal for Real Madrid. I hadn't even realised that. As Madrid now with a corner from the right. It's up. Tomiyasu. Keeper comes flapping. Can't be doing that. Keepers come out flapping. Absolutely missed it. You see Mbappe whoop it in the corner. He's come out. He's got nowhere near it. Don't know what he's thinking. It's disappointing. But we're not losing. We're drawing. Let's change the mentality to go very attacking for the last couple of minutes. Demand more. All my defenders really struggling with fitness right now. As Mbappe whips in another corner, ball's cleared. Vinny Jr. picks up the loose ball, looks for Camavinga. Lacroix finds Van de Ven, goes back to Enzo. It's Going all the way back to the keeper. Van de Ven brings it forward now. Finds Mbappe, looks for Camavinga. They're probably going to score here.
Oh.
2 minutes in the stoppage time. That's frustrating. It's disappointing. So it was a little bit too easy there. Mbappe, the Camavinga, with too much space just to run into, and puts it on. That's not the frustrating goal. The first goal was the frustrating one because the goalkeeper came out flapping and completely missed it. But first defeat of the season, that's okay. Disappointing to... Yeah, let's do that. Give them a bit of a kick when they're down. That's what we want to do. So that has actually dropped us down into third place. Obviously Barcelona won, and Real Madrid have just beat us just now. So we've come off a top spot. But that's fine. It's still early in the season. It's only 9 games in, so there's plenty more games to go. We do have games coming up next against Alaves, who obviously Barcelona have just beat, and then we have PS in the Europa Conference League. So we're gonna skip forward. We're gonna play those games, and we'll be back for the game against Barcelona. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the game against Barcelona. We have played the 2 games in between. We've played against Alaves in the league. We'll show the goals here. We've come home with a 2-1 victory. We'll show the goals here, of course. First, we were 1-0 up. We were 2-0 up towards the end of the game when Alaves pulled back a goal, gives a little bit of a scare. As we see, the ball falls here to Jose Manuel. His shot is initially blocked. He retrieves the ball and from about 25-30 yards out, absolutely blazes it into the roof of the net. Sesko and Gallagher combine here as Gallagher finds a through ball into Alvarez. His shot is just the keeper's not paying attention and really should have stopped it, but it's trickled in over the line. There's a very good touch here from Kaufman. Takes a nice touch into his path and hits the ball first time to score a late consolation. So very pleased with the win. We followed that up with a game against Piast. Villavice, I'm not sure the pronunciation of the second part of their name. We are at home in the Europa Conference League. We've come away with a 4-0 victory there. We'll show the goals here, of course. Albrecht in for his first start of the season. He breaks down the right-hand side, finds a pass to Pinheiro, and he fires into the roof of the net for 1-0 after only 2 minutes. Farina and Jose Manuel combine then as Manuel's pass finds its way all the way across to Arnau Martinez, who fires home to make it 2-0 just before half-time. Alvarez then scores a penalty in the 79th minute. And Oved whips in a corner in the 90th minute, which is headed home by, I think it's Obina. Obina, who's in for his first start really of the season. He's not played a lot of games. He wants a new contract. I've set him a target to reach a training of 7.5. He is on the way to accomplish that, so we will probably be offering him a new contract. But as well as that, we'll also be offering him game time because he has been doing very well. And credit to him, we set him a challenge and he's living up to it. So we're about to play against Barcelona, the second game of our double header. We're going with a pretty strong team. We've got Molina at right back, we've got Amaria at left back, we've got Palma and Demiral in central defence. Bajcetic, I'm just going to call him Bajcetic, Stefan, in defensive midfield with Barrios and Gallagher in central midfield. Alvarez on the right wing, Oved on the left wing, and Benjamin Sesko, of course, up front. So we're going to get the game underway. It is the second part of our double header. We do have a game left to play this month, but we'll bring you the goals from that game in the next episode. I want you to ignore the recent praise. Nah, we have to win our home games. No excuses. Let's go with that. Barcelona, of course, a very strong squad. We'll just skip the walkouts and all that kind of stuff and just get straight into the game. So Real Madrid did play in their game yesterday. They beat somebody 3-1. I think it was 3-0 maybe. So we are hoping to claw back some points. I mean, a win here would put us up in the second, would put us ahead of Barcelona. None of the fans nor the press are expecting that to happen. As we look to be playing the ball, we're looking a little bit too safe at the back here. Demiral, Gallagher combined to find Alvarez. Ball comes into Barrios. A nice pass forward to Alvarez. Then to Sesko, and there's a very good save. I was getting ready to hit that fanfare button. It's a very good save from the goalkeeper. Oved now to take the corner, and the goalkeeper comes out and collects. 25 minutes gone. Still 0-0. Sesko's not having a great game here. So Oved lines up to take the free kick. He's looking for the front post to Alvarez. Cut it back to Oved. He's having a go from distance, but it's over the bar. I think Alvarez maybe just took a bit of a bad first touch there and couldn't get turned. As Gallagher wins the ball back, finds Barrios. There's a nice pass into Sesko. There's a potential shout for a penalty there, ref. Maybe a little bit hard done by him. Maybe it would have been a little bit soft actually if it had been given. As Javi finds Ansu Fati. There's a good challenge there from Gallagher. As the ball comes across to Kobe Menu, he's hit the foot of the post. He's straight offside, but he was in. That's a warning sign, certainly. As we're approaching the half-time, Sesko's not having a great game. Generally, we're playing well. We're doing pretty good here. We are at home, of course. Go out there and give the fans their money's worth. Need to see a little bit more from Sesko, perhaps. Do we switch it up and go very attacking? Let's do it. Demand more. Let's do it. Looking at the Barcelona squad, it's a very, very good squad, Dave. I'll check out again in a second as Molina and Gallagher combine here to find Alvarez. And it's going on. There's a little deflection there. It's taking it away from the goalkeeper a little bit, I think. As we see here, Molina throw in Alvarez. Tries to get it back to Alvarez, but it's blocked. Comes to Gallagher. He finds Alvarez. There is definitely a touch off the defender, Pellegrino, which I think may have just taken it away from the goalkeeper. But we don't care. Demiral finds Barrios. There's a first time pass out to the right to Alvarez. It's at the Sesko, and he's hit the foot of the post as well. Sesko is just not connecting. So we're going to bring him out. Alvarez having a very good game, struggling on fitness. Yeah, I can't play on the left wing. I don't have anybody capable of playing on the left wing. Farina, not even close. Don't know why I'm looking at him. Gallagher, can you play out there? No. Barrios, no. Bajetic, no. Alvarez and Oved really struggling on fitness. I'm bringing Alvarez over to the left. We'll bring in Nga. He's returned from his injury. Alvarez, the lower man, struggling. Barrios having a good game. Bring him out. There are 20 minutes left to go. Making 3 changes. Bajetic, Gallagher could be changed maybe. So they're struggling a little bit now. Alvarez playing very well. As Barcelona have a free kick from about 25-ish yards out. Starwich lines up. It's a good effort, but it's a good save from Kuryakov. There's Gurajaga ups in the corner. The ball is cleared as far as Vitor Roque. Ansu Fati picks up the loose ball. Making a run down the left hand side. He's getting a crossover and another good save from Kuryakov. 10 minutes left to go. I think in midfield is where we're struggling at. So we're going to make these changes. And we'll bring in Pinheiro. Plays the Mazzella. Alvarez and Amarilla really struggling on fitness right now, as is Molina. But we're in the stoppage time. We're 1-0 up against Barcelona. We can maybe hold on to this. Yes, 3 points in the bag. Julian Alvarez, a nice tidy finish. We weren't at our best, but we got the result. So that win moves us in the second place, just ahead of Barcelona, which is pleasing. And we are 2 points behind Real Madrid. Alvarez inspires, yes, of course. So very, very pleasing results in that game. That is actually the last game of the month. So we move into November in the next episode. We have Real Sporting, we have Sutjeska, Athletic Bilbao, Real Betis, and then Neftchi, I think that is, in the Europa Conference League, of course. So we will bring you we'll bring you the highlights from the game against Neftchi, and we'll bring you the goals from the other games as well. That is it for this episode. I do hope you're enjoying it, of course. We will be back in the next episode. Until then, thank you very much and take care. Thank you for watching this video. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe to the channel. It helps us to grow. It helps us to bring you more videos like this. Please also leave a like and share the video as well. And please do leave a comment. We would love to hear your feedback also. That's it for now. You can watch one of these recommended videos. But we will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and take care.